morning, guys. Today I'm gonna talk about a documentary I watched, which is Mission to Mars 2024 SpaceX NASA space travel, which was directed by Scott J. Gill. So here are a few facts about Mars. Firstly, Mars was found in 1610, and humans have not yet been on Mars yet, like they have been on Moon. But like a spacecraft, which is Viking landers, landed on Mars in 1976, and in this documentary there is this Dr. Robert Zubrin, and he's an aerospace engineer, and he believes that Mars has all the resources needed to settle down on Mars for humans. Resources such as carbon, nitrogens, water, and sources of geothermal energy. So in this documentary, it talks about past plans that were proposed to a mission to Mars to find out that if there was life there. And it also talks about SpaceX's plan to send humans to Mars as soon as 2024. So in this documentary, there are basically no main characters, just a few engineers, and documentary gets their comments. For example, Dr. Robert Zubrin and Martin Marietta and David Baker proposed Mars Direct in 1991, which was a fast, cost-effective, cheaper, and a simple and more robust mission that could be like, it was like the leanest solution. It wasn't even expensive, and it didn't even require like advanced technology. It could use the current technology to go to Mars. But then it was rejected later on because NASA felt that Dr. Robert Zubrin could send people to Mars without needing any of their technology. For example, any of the standard NASA programs, like Dr. Robert Zubrin didn't use any International Space Station. Sorry. I'm not quite sure why he didn't use it. He didn't really mention much about that, so he didn't use that. And NASA didn't want it to launch a mission to the moon, Mars at that time. People believed that there were like problems here on Earth that had to be solved first, then we could like go to Mars, like solve all problems here first and then think about the future. But then Dr. Robert Zubrin believed that we should think about the future first, and because it was important for new generations, because like our ancestors, they did like mission to moon, they invented lots of stuff, they did research, and like we here are doing nothing for our new generations. They need to learn something from us. So he thought that it was really important to for us to find life on Mars, if there is life, if we can live there. And previously I mentioned that Viking landers was landed in 1976. The purpose for that was to do some research about to take a high resolution image of the Martian surface, and to do research on the Martian atmosphere, the composition of it, like what gases it, like it has methane, and And in 1992, Mars Direct was given a second chance. Like Dr. Robert Zubrin had to do an experiment to prove that the producing fuel on Mars could work, but he failed. Like his experiment was successful, but then NASA thought that he was too optimistic about his results. And later, 7 years later, in 1998, Mars Society was developed, which was a non-profit organization, which was established to promote human exploration and settlement on Mars, and it is still promoting. It is educating the public about, oh, that we need to go to Mars soon and we need to find life there. Yeah. Any questions?
Is settlement on Mars it's possible in your future? Would you want to settle?
Yes, I would want to go to Mars because here on Earth, like we know that Earth is facing many environmental problems such as global warming and many other pollution, and obviously I would want to go somewhere new and lead a much cleaner life. So I would want to go to Mars. Yes, ask me.
Do you think Mars is suitable for human beings?
I think I'm not sure if Mars is suitable right now, but like in the near coming future, Mars might be suitable because scientists, engineers will be having advanced technology, and scientists can make oxygen from the carbon dioxide in the Mars from machines. So like it's possible. Yes, Aisha.
So you as you answered Ifra, you're like Earth is really polluted and stuff. So do you think if as humans, we move to Mars, we would make the same thing happen at Mars?
Yes, it's possible that we might make the same thing happen at Mars, like pollutants, carbon dioxide. I don't know like much about the characteristics of Mars, like if certain gases can affect the atmosphere. I'm not sure about that, but then I guess it will happen. I'm not quite sure.